Question everything, for the truth should not be televised. And that's for sure. So with that, oh man, terrible, terrible incident that happened out there in Texas with the young boy, Carmelo Anthony, and two assailants, Austin and his brother. You know, these are children, young teenagers, man. It's a sad situation, you know, on both parts, because it should have never happened. But once again, this is where we as adults that's running the system of these governments and being adults in these governments are not saying nothing about the different type of promotional chaos that is being promoted through movies, entertainment, video games, music being promoted, and we're not saying nothing. And in turn, children get hurt the worst because we're not speaking out against the promotion of gangster rap music or any type of violence on TV or any type of violence in video games, what so be it. But these children are coming to the world and being fresh to the world and being put into a position where this type of information and stuff is being fed to them, with them not totally understanding the ramifications of emotions and actions when emotions is left unchecked, or when aggression is left unchecked in the sense of what it is. So when you look at this circumstance, especially with the two in this case, there's a history there that hasn't been dealt with yet at all. And it's sad because our history between us and the colonizers is a real reality. And the terror that our people had to live through is a real reality. The suffering that our people went through is a real reality. So when you look at Carmelo Anthony in the position that he in, being 137 pounds, track runner, and two football players at past 6 feet, 200 pounds, come hollering at you, you get nervous, especially knowing our history, because you don't know which way that can go for you, knowing our history. And for them to have touched them or anything they was possibly did at that level of aggression, red flags go off for us because we got a history. And you don't want to take the chance of your history repeating itself on your watch and it being you. So when you see our young brother, Carmelo Anthony, and his reaction to him being infringed upon, you would think rightly so. Because that's the reality of our history when it comes to dealing with them folks. But all in all, these are still children, teenagers, and somebody, loved ones. And the loved one is gone. And because of it, we should be learning from this. This is why reparations is so important. Paying for the crimes, past crimes that was done in the form of crimes against humanity, to heal some of the problems that has been done and some of the chaos that's been going on here in America under this watch of what we call United States. But we hope the best, based off of the self-defense that Carmelo Anthony had to put out in order to keep himself safe. And we have great understanding and sorrow for Austin and his family for the loss that they took. That's just what it is, because they're children. We got to have that reality of understanding. But at the same time, we hope that justice be justice the way it is when it's being done to us and we lose a loved one. That self-defense do prevail, because self-defense is a reality, knowing that you coming from the lynching tree and the KKK chase downs and the many other different militias that chased us down for years. That's just the reality. And if we don't address that, acknowledge that, then we're doing Carmelo Anthony a great wrong, because that is his reality. Thus, vice versa, Austin's reality of where he's coming from on the side of the fence of what his people have done to put us under this trauma that we all are trying to stay hush about when it comes to the division of the nations of America. So with that, I hope that that young man get the proper justice that he's supposed to get. And I hope that this be a learning lesson for all of us to keep our hands to ourselves, to respect others' space, and know that when you're in a system that promotes gangster rap music and violent movies, calling it action, and video games like Mortal, you know the rest, that you want to get these type of playouts until you check those that promote it. Because the children don't know no better. They only know what adults are pushing down to them. And if adults are willing to act out, promote, and push these type of lifestyles and these type of real, looking for the right word, but put out these type of so-called actions, as they would say, based off of these type of behaviors, then the adults should be holding their heads down and looking to deal with the system that's willing to promote this type of so-called action movies and so-called gangster music and so-called entertainment video games that show you how to do certain crimes and push certain crimes. We should be crying out and pushing out and getting out and speaking against the promotion of these things, because it's our just diligence to do so in order to change what these children has come into this world and seeing and ending up taking part of, being young, not understanding, or being experienced in life enough to understand how to control their own emotions in the sense of what it is. And with that, it's a sad situation on both parts, but I just don't get it, and I just don't understand it. But that is the question. You let me know. Praise, praise.